Good morning, everybody. Okay, so, all the craziness that's been going on in the world, all the darkness, all the evilness that's been going on in the world. Okay, so, I didn't know this, but apparently within the last couple of weeks, I don't know, Annabelle, the doll, yeah, that Annabelle, was taken out of her box by this man, the caretaker of said doll. Now, here's the thing. The exorcist that took care of said doll, the one that took care of Annabelle, now I'm trying to be very careful what I say because I don't want Annabelle coming at me. So I'm not giving any disrespect to Annabelle because I don't want Annabelle coming at me.
Let's get one thing.
Okay? But it is kind of weird that nothing has ever happened that's been this bad. Like all these natural disasters, all this darkness that people are feeling, all this, the vibe is just off kind of feelings. And yet, right. Now, the thing about it is, sorry, I was getting the video prepped. Sorry about that, guys. But apparently, a few days ago, the caretaker passed on of mysterious circumstances. That's code for we don't know why he passed on. Okay? But it's kind of creepy and weird and coinkadinkle that Annabelle was taken out of her box, even though they told the dude, the priest, the exorcist priest, told them the instructions say, do not remove Annabelle from this box. They took her out of the box. And I want to give a shout out to Black Woods on YouTube for bringing the video. Shout out to him for making such an awesome video. Go check him out and show him the love. And there she is. There's Annabelle.
Famously known paranormal investigators, and he's also someone that's been taking care of the Annabelle doll. Yes, the doll that you've seen.
That positively do not. That was the warnings for that.
You should probably know that Dan Rivera was actually taking the original possessed Annabelle doll on an
That's the caretaker, Dan Rivera.
Traveled from every single state, and they were just trying to get all the haunted dolls across the world all together in one room and trying to communicate with all these demons that are possessed.
Which they should not have done. You do not screw around with demons unless you know what you're doing and you have a few exorcists on hands. I mean, they were literally taking her around to get her all together with all these other dolls that have demons in them. Crazy. And don't forget, guys, I'm going to pause this for a second. Don't forget, show Blackwoods the love. Go on YouTube, show them the love. Give them the like, just like that. And then you clip it over here to where it says subscribe, and you click on subscribe. I'm already subscribed for all, as you can see. Now let's get back to his video.
Someone that knows all the paranormal stuff way more than we do, and it seems like they did pray using a pastor. They even dipped their hands in the holy oil before
wasn't good enough. You should not have taken her out of the box, especially since you didn't have a priest with you, an exorcist priest.
Removing the animal doll from the
not good, man, not good.
It seems like the doll is indeed one of the most powerful demons.
Oh, Lord love a duck. Lord help me. Lord protect me against the demon that possesses her.
These paranormal investigators, they decided to take the Annabelle doll on an all-American tour, where they went from state to state in order to try and communicate with the doll with the rest of the other demonic dolls that are possessed, and they just wanted to see if they're going to be getting any sort of conversation that they could record and show to the world as a paranormal investigation. But this is where things actually started getting really messed up. Because just a month ago, there was a massive rumor that just broke out stating that the Annabelle doll actually went missing during the All-American tour.
She did not go missing, apparently, because Dan Rivera made a video that he plays later that says, and he points out, she is not missing. I have her. She is in her case where she belongs. She should have been in there all the whole time. Just saying.
And the last location in which the Annabelle doll was kept, and apparently they tried to communicate with this doll along with plenty of different dolls, and this ceremony took place in the Nottoway plantation. And shortly after that, there was massive rumor that just got spread that the Annabelle doll just went missing and it's not to be found anywhere. And then Dan Rivera was the one who confirmed that he indeed has the Annabelle doll and it's not gone missing. The doll is safe and it's back in its box, and they're still going to be continuing the whole tour.
I'm here right at the museum right now. I just want to show you guys that.
That's Dan Rivera, the caretaker of Annabelle and the Warren Colt Museum.
Damn, that's like the spookiest place.
Trigger warning for those, because you're about to see Annabelle.
Alright, that's enough. I don't think we need
Yeah, we don't want to really see her. She's a bad, 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 bad girl.
The entire Nottoway plantation was burned down to ashes. But this just happened a month ago, and now it seems like the caretaker, Dan Rivera,
Right after Annabelle had been there.
A few days ago in a very mysterious
Coincidence?
way. What's bizarre about this whole situation is that the doctors have not yet concluded on what is the cause of Dan's death. Now, usually when someone...
Oh, yeah, I got to back that up a notch because I was talking over it. Sorry.
The entire Nottoway plantation was burned down to ashes. Now, this just happened a month ago, and now it seems like the caretaker, Dan Rivera himself, passed away a few days ago in a very mysterious way. Now, what's bizarre about this whole situation is that the doctors have not yet concluded on what is the cause of Dan's death. They usually...
Okay. I can tell you that they shouldn't be messing, not that it's, oh, don't bring her out of that box ever again. She needs to stay in her container. That container keeps the demon locked inside. You bring the doll out, demon is free. See the point? Now, the coroners haven't released anything about his passing or anything like that as of yet. And once we find out, we will let y'all know. But this is some crazy stuff. Annabelle is possessed by a very powerful, very evil demon. And you don't mess with things like that unless you are a priest, an exorcist, one that specializes in exorcists or the rite of exorcists. Because it's just, you just don't. I don't have I need my cross. I need a cross. But you don't mess with that. Please leave her in the box where she belongs. But yeah, it's crazy. Let's get back to this.
How they died and what the cause of the death is. But in Rivera's case, it seems like his death reports are yet to be revealed, and the doctors are not yet confirming on what the actual reason is for Dan to mysteriously pass away. Now, one thing was,
and he was a healthy guy, I heard.
No foul plays or whatsoever. It's supposed to be
So,
some sort of a natural death, but then we don't know what was the cause of the
let's
death.
skip a little bit ahead.
Because it is. And as of now, the medical examiner has not disclosed the cause of death. The official autopsy remains pending, with results expecting from 8 to 10 weeks.
Why is it taking 8 to 10 weeks for an official autopsy report? Because the autopsy people don't know how. That's why. Because it's a mysterious. Because demons are bad. Y'all need to pray. Y'all need to get your Bibles out and start reading, because I'm telling y'all, I'm not trying to fearmonger here, but Jesus, every sign. Like, how many more signs do we need? You don't want to go out. You're just standing at the door staring at it. My dog is being silly. Come on, girl. Inside. Go lay down. Go ahead, baby. Go lay down. Like, how many more signs do we need to slap upside our heads for us to get the point? Let's go over just a few of them. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's just go over a few. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys. I had to find a video that I was looking for. But the signs, let's go over some of the signs that we are in the end times, okay? God said in the book of Revelations, or the book of Revelations stated that you will hear, the most basic is you will hear wars and rumors of wars. Check. You will have, the sky will turn red. You will see signs in the skies. The sky will turn red. There will be an eclipse. Check, check. The Euphrates River drying up. Oh, check. That's to make way so the army can march. Yeah, that one. I think it was 200 billion. I'm not really sure. Some crazy number like that will be marching across where that river, where the Euphrates River used to be. I believe the heifer. Yep, that the first one got sacrificed. The third temple. They started the third temple apparently. So there are so many times. And again, shout out to Blackwoods, because he brings all of these stories to us. And he always has it. But this is the end times prophecy one.
2025, and some of the most deadliest Bible prophecies are now finally coming true. And for the very first time, people who have never believed in God are now finally panicking after witnessing the Bible prophecy coming true. But there is something even more terrifying that's happening right now, which has even made the non-believers seek God for the very first time in the history ever. Now, before we get into what that one thing is that's making people finally believe in God, let's go ahead and take a look at all the prophecies that is currently spreading across the world in 2025.
Here we go.
February 7, 2025, in Argentina, the river has officially gone red, which people across...
Hold on, I gotta put the caps on so you guys can read it.
Argentina used to use...
In case you didn't hear him, in Argentina, the river went deep red.
As a drinking water source has now turned into this blood-like red color water, and scientists and officials are currently testing out on what really caused this water to turn into red color. Now, the Bible already states that there is a prophecy that's going to come true where the water is going to be turning into blood red color, and these waters are going to be poisoned because people will not be able to get any drinking water anymore. Or 1/3 of water in the world is going to be poisoned because of this red color phenomenon. Now, what's interesting about this is that it's not just Argentina.
And another thing that interesting that just happened, there was a video that I saw the other day where this guy was in a river, the Potomac, and it went red, deep red.
But it's also happening in Peru, where on February 4th, Iraq River has also turned into red blood color. Now, take a look at this footage right here. It definitely...
And just so you know, the prophecy doesn't say that the river turns red and stays red. It just that it has to turn red, and that's not. These aren't the only ones. Like I said, just the other day, the Potomac River apparently this guy put up a video where he said, and he showed us on the video, I don't remember what the video was off the top of my head, but the video was highlighted in one of my other past videos within the past 2 days, 3 days, where the guy was on the Potomac and the Potomac went red. Telling you, end times.
Crazy going on. Now, obviously, this is not blood, but in fact, a lot of people have been saying that these are some sort of a symbolic signs that God is literally revealing before the second.
And yes, as my husband said, I'm sure there is a very scientific explanation, but that doesn't mean it couldn't be a sign of the end times.
Coming of Christ. Now, before we get into all of those details, the water turning red does not just end here. Because at the same time, this also took place in Japan. Apparently, there was a coolant leak into the water, and the entire river of Japan also ended up turning red blood color.
And God will use things like this to get his point across.
And the same thing happened in Jerusalem, where the water has now turned into red blood color. And scientists have already run some tests on the water, and this is because of the algae that's present in the water that's combined with the iron oxide. So that's probably what is creating this red blood color. But then obviously these are natural phenomena. These are the type of signs that we will most probably be getting during the end times. And the list doesn't end here, because the same thing also happened in China, where the government is now claiming it seems like people have been dumping some illegal substances into the water, which is probably why it might have turned into red color, is what the government is saying. But then of course it also seems like another sign of 1/3 of all the waters that is turning into red color. And what's interesting is that this also happened on February 10th in Iran, in a place called Hormuz Island, where the water has also turned red blood color. So these are all the different parts of the world that are currently able to see water turning into red blood colors. That is also exactly what the Bible says, where it says in Revelation chapter 16 verse 4, and the third angel poured out his vial upon the river in fountains of water, and they became blood. And at the same time it also states that the third angel will blow the horn, and there fell a great star from the heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the river and upon the fountains of water. And the name of this star is
Wormwood.
called Wormwood. And the third part of the water became wormwood, and many men died of the water because they were made bitter. Obviously, we've already been seeing the water turning red into blood-like color, but at the same time, NASA has just reported that there is a massive asteroid that is heading towards Earth, and it's going to be hitting Earth in the year 2032. And that's also what the Bible has been stating, that the same thing is going to be happening in a very short time, where there will be a great star that's going to be coming down from heaven. And this massive burning rock is going to be striking Earth, and it's also going to be contaminating all of our waters, where everything is going to be poisoned and we can't drink from these waters anymore. Now take a look at some of the things that people have noticed.
All right, so we got the point that the rivers are going to turn red. Let's get to the next.
Sort of a trumpet. Now obviously we don't know if
Sky
this is
noises.
what people are claiming it is, but then take a look at this stuff.
And just so what everybody knows, from my understanding, from what I understand of how it is read, is, or stated in the Bible, is the trumpets. That's not going to be like where one country hears it or one state hears it. No, this is going to be heard all at once throughout the world. So if people hear these crazy little noises, don't get about it, because you will know, there will be no doubt that that's a trumpet from heaven when the trumpet from heaven blows. There will be no doubt in your mind, because that will resonate into your soul. So trust me on that one. Okay, so these sky noises, that's nothing. That's just the earth being the earth.
That's great.
But the real trumpet you will hear.
But then obviously a lot of people would claim that if it is the trumpet from the heavens, then the entire world would hear it. So this kind of just takes this whole thing out
Yeah.
of the picture, and this is already proven that it is not the trumpet from heaven.
Say, he says it too. Because trust me, when that trumpet blows, everybody's going to hear it.
Antarctica, out of all the places, will also be seeing the same phenomenon.
All right, this is the blood falls of Antarctica. Let's skip ahead. This is the part I want to see.
Because just take a look at what scientists have now confirmed is happening to our moon. Because this right here is the official website of
And in the Bible, it states the moon will turn red. That will be, look for signs in the heavens, because the moon will go, the sun will go dark and the moon will turn red.
NASA,
Or something to that degree.
Is rusted. And only they caught
And what color is rust?
what the moon currently looks like, and it seems like all these red spots that you're seeing in the moon, this
Yeah.
seems like the moon is completely rusting every single year. And over time, it seems like the moon is turning into red color. Just take a look at this video, which is from the Gospel of Love on Instagram, where he actually explains on what's going on with the moon. This was never.
And shout out to the Gospel of Love on YouTube, TikTok, wherever he is.
And yes, a biblical deadly event is happening right now to our moon, and there may be nothing left for us very soon. NASA was shocked when a man had taken over 2,000 extremely high-resolution photos of.
Look at that stuff, guys. It's literally just turning into orangish, rustic, reddish color. And that's basically what's happening. And it's also something that the Bible has already predicted.
The question I have is, what is the moon made of? Since it's turning since it's rusting.
Spots of the moon turning blood red, and scientists are terrified. The Bible in Joel 2 talks about the sun turning into darkness and the moon into blood before the.
See? The sun will turn dark and the moon will turn red before Jesus walks again on the earth. Or something like that. I'm not sure if that's the exact sentence, but you get the meaning. It's something like that.
Access your home equity quickly, easily.
Hold on, we're waiting for the ad because YouTube Premium is way expensive.
Let me guess. You're thinking about
They need to be dropping that price to be more competitive.
Of course I'm going to say that's a great idea.
Why? There we go. Whoops.
For the great and the terrible day of when the Lord comes.
Now, obviously, keep this in mind.
That was the sentence. All right, I'm going to back that up because of the ad.
Joel 2 talks about the sun turning into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of when the Lord comes.
So it said that the sun will turn dark and the moon will turn blood red before the great and terrible day the Lord come.
Now, obviously, keep this in mind that God already said that He's going to be turning the moon into blood. But that basically means that the moon is going to be turning into red color. So that's kind of the symbolization that God used in order to refer that the moon is going to be turning into blood red. And this could also be the same case for.
So that happened, and the Euphrates River drying up, that's a big one, and the third temple. See, all these signs are showing up. So let's recap. The signs are there. The moon is turning red. The sun will go. We had a darkening sun because we had an eclipse. We had a total solar eclipse and a total solar eclipse. And the Euphrates River, like I said, drying up. All this darkness on the planet. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. As I was saying, all the darkness that people are going through, all the anger that people are feeling. Like, there's a lot of nonsense going on. There's protests going on all over the place. Look what just happened over the weekend with that poor ICE agent who was off duty, out with a friend, and look what that criminal did. Tried to rob him, robbery gone wrong. What is wrong with people? You want to know what's wrong? The darkness got them. The darkness is here. And we need to start paying attention, because the second coming is coming very quickly. Because I'm telling you, y'all are going to see Jesus is coming back. And and I'm not one of those people that push people and say, oh, you better change your ways and all this other stuff. Because you know what? That ain't on me. That's up to y'all to realize it. Because I know where I sit with the Lord. And people that are being so hateful to one another, saying the most evil of things to one another, there is no human kindness towards each other. There's no love thy neighbor anymore. Most people today can't even tell you who their neighbor is. Why? Because they're so wrapped up in their own lives, so wrapped up with their own stuff, that they can't see their neighbor anymore. That they can't feel the love of a kind word. Put it this way, do you know that one simple kindness can change someone's whole life? Literally, you could go to the store, hold open a door, and tell a lady, have a nice day, and it costs you nothing, but you just made that woman's day. One act of random kindness can do that. One act of random kindness. The real issue is I have yet, over the past since November 5th, actually, and maybe even a little before then, I have not seen any human kindness towards one another. All I see are people being hateful towards each other on both ends. And one of the signs is the darkness. The darkness. Do you know how evil you have to be to literally look at someone and do what the guy is accused of doing to that ICE agent? Do you know how evil you have to be able to look at someone and do that? Very. But not my place to judge. I don't judge. I just say that's an opinion. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying that's an opinion, that's an evil act. And that's up to him to judge. And believe me, he will. He will punish all and judge all. We all get that. But to make our life here a little easier, maybe realize that there's a darkness, people that are eating away at our society. And instead of giving into that darkness, fight against that darkness. Say, that darkness isn't for me, and look to the Lord, because He will save us all. Anyway, that's the way I look at it. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, the whole thing with Annabelle, the doll, you let me know what you think. Do you think it's just all big coincidence? Or do you think, like me and anybody else who's a Christian, that demons are real and don't mess with them? because they are evil, 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 evil to the core. And they get pleasure out of causing chaos and evil. So, you tell me what you think. Do you think that? Or do you think that it's just a big coincidence and it's just a doll, an old Raggedy Ann doll, and people are making it into a way bigger deal than it needs to be? So let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys on the flip. And don't forget, be kind to one another. Life's too short for all this nonsense. Peace. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And don't forget, show Blackwoods that love, because he gave us this story. And thank you, Blackwoods, for making it so entertaining as always. Shout out to him. And don't forget, like and subscribe here too. Help me get to 80 so we can go live. Thanks, guys. Peace. And thank you to my new subscribers for joining. I appreciate you. Without you, I couldn't be me. So thank you very much. I appreciate you all greatly. Peace, love, and happiness. And don't forget, live by the golden rule, because life's too short for all this nonsense. No mail. I went up to the road to check the mail, and that's why I had to keep turning around, because cars kept driving by. But live by the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated, because life is way too short for all this. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.